Hi everybody, today Inga Apiecionek with me from Ringer Axel Springer. Hi Inga.
Hello. Hello.
Inga, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Yes, for sure. I'm Inga Apiecionek and I'm a product director of Ring Publishing. And probably it's better to introduce a little our solution, which means Ring Publishing. So Ring Publishing is the complete publishing platform supporting editors at every stage of the publishing process, starting with a user-friendly content editor with numbers add-ons to engage the reader like photos, video, audio, live blogs, and even quizzes, through the management of portal construction, categories, site menus, tags, advertising platform, to the layer that delivered the complete site to the online reader. This last stage takes care of the speed and stability of the client's portal. And thanks to that, they can easily bear the peak of a huge traffic, for example, during the World Cup or important global events. So Ring Publishing is the platform that combines many essential tools for publishers. Customer can choose modules they need to use, and the platform grows with them.
Could you tell me about, because you said you're working with online publishers and Google has postponed but not abandoned the elimination of third-party cookies. What challenges does this move for the digital publishers?
Mm-hmm. So the question is about third-party cookies limitation, and per my knowledge, all the publishers have long been aware that the era of third-party cookie is on the home stretch, and they need to adapt to the new world. Since the disappearance of third-party cookies from Safari and Firefox browsers, large publishers and platforms have to working on probabilistic and deterministic solution to combining cookies information from different sources. Changes in portal business models to monetize their operational more efficiency are also being considered. Limiting the sharing of information about user behavior affects the effectiveness and finally increase the cost for advertisers. Data shows that Apple's iOS upgrade, which forced apps to ask users for permission to track their data, increased an average customer acquisition cost even 3 times for e-commerce. Nowadays, only 16% of users agree to being tracked on iOS. That means for 84% of users, ads become less effective. Online ad spending is expected to decline, and the near term, as already seen in the revenue figures of major players like Google and Meta. So this is ongoing.
Okay, and according to Reuters study, younger readers are less connected and less loyal to specific media brands and platforms. How can digital publishers engage this audience more and get them to consume content from a particular site?
Okay, it is crucial to answer the question of what young generation readers need. So what's the form of message we can encourage them to our services. And social media have accustomed us to consuming short content, served on one after another, graphic, short video, quick with less word. We are fighting for attention and looking for the right content, and the most effective form to attract the young we still are looking for. And again, the most important thing, there is the data for those experiments. Let's look for a solution and take a look at the results and do another iteration of the experiment. For example, if we can consider quiz for an engaging topic, we can create quiz, publish a teaser on social media, take care of the data, and then look through the whole customer journey. Where are the problems? Where are the most engaging fragments? and then make the other iteration. So that's the only way how we can find the best solution to our content for all of our customers.
How can publisher personalize their readers' experiences?
Okay, about personalization, the first thought is to deliver such content to a reader that the system think is responsive to the reader's interest. So the magic is in algorithm. If the reader likes sports, we serve him more sports. If celebrity gossip, we give him more lifestyle content. The more accurate the knowledge of the user is, the more accurate the match is. For this, you need for this algorithm, we need a big amount of data and a big amount of content. So the social media leads the way here because they have a scale. They have a number of unique content and the best algorithms to feed with a large set of data. But user experience, you asked me about the whole experience. So the experience is not only about the content, but also about the message, about the format of the message. So for example, should we publish to the right user a video, maybe a single meme type, or a photo, or a long article which explains a huge and very difficult topic? And personalization is the ability to show one topic in several different ways, even different platforms. So as I mentioned, the social media can focus only or stick our customers only on some kind of content, but the story can be told in various ways.
How are audience preferences for content types changing? Which are currently most popular and which will grow in importance?
As I remember, in August 2022, the average daily social media usage worldwide was 2.5 hours per day. And the popularity of social media has changed our behavior. So as I mentioned, short content is consumed often. We consume a lot of information quickly, content-wise, not always valuable, but users are also looking for reliable and verified information. And this is where premium journalism came in. So unique content supported by a deep analysis, our clients believe that this is and this will be the differentiator, and user will come to their portal for that kind of information. And another example are podcasts. We prefer to choose the content, and as a trend, we switched off the radio to podcast with our own playlist, with our own interest. And the same as in TV, when we move from old television formulas to video on demand. So that's probably the direction that we are on the way.
Okay, you've mentioned analyzing. So what indicators should be analyzed when developing an information service?
First, traffic, of course, divided by source. For example, direct social media, search engine, Google, and even Google Discovery, which is growing right now, and marketing campaigns. That's the first area. The second area is around engagement, whereas time spent on a site by a user, scroll depth of the content, or the length of the video or podcast, which are an average for a material. And the third type is we need to take care of what type of contents bring the most traffic to our portals. And this is probably one of the most problematic topic, because we know that some kind of content are more popular than other, but it should be considered and merging somehow with editorial plans, how they want to treat their web pages and what they want to publish. So this should be kind of combination to get the best solution for both. And please remember about the page load time on a web page. According to Google, half of all web users leave a website if the page takes more than 3 seconds to load. It's necessary to measure and increase a kind of core web vitals. It's provided by Google for user experience, but also for search engine optimization. So the speedness of our web page is very crucial too.
Okay, I understand. Obviously, same here. When page is loading a bit too long, it's just frustrating, and you just move on. So yeah, that's very important. And can you tell me how can digital publishers optimize and increase the profitability of their businesses?
There are two main monetization models. First is based on advertising revenue. This can be sponsorship, product ads, link to external e-commerce or to your own product and services. The more partnership, content monetization ideas, the better. Let's diversify your revenue sources to stabilize your business. So that's the first area. The second model is based on subscription, meaning direct revenue from readers. And more publishers nowadays are experimenting with this model, seeing it as a stable and repetitive source of revenue. The market is slowly maturing to the fact that good content is necessary and worth paying for. For individual publishers, there is a movement of patronizing, which is growing and trending right now. And at the end of the day, managing the variety of paid license and sponsoring that a particular single customer pays is new challenge, because right now probably we have a lot of subscription and we need to manage it somehow. So that's the challenge for publishers too.
Okay, and can you tell us what are the best sources to discover those new market trends, and what trends are worthy following nowadays?
First of all, journalists and content creators should keep track of where their audience are all the time. Let's know where our user is, what he, she needs, what are their habits, and how can we respond to their needs. What new competitors appear on the market and still time spent on media, we need to be aware, and we need to take care of all new initiative, because our audience probably can try and move on to these places. Without this knowledge, we will be writing to ourselves. However, the second question that will arise here is how to monetize our work. What should we choose to be able to do our work, not only for free, but just for money? Some of trends worth following nowadays are, first, modern form of communication. As I mentioned, short video, podcast, all things about telling stories about using the new form of communication, which attractive with attractive visualization. The second trend I consider as interesting is automation, as a publishing those content that bring the best result, that are most read by user at the given time, but also as automating repetitive task for editors to optimize their work.
Mhm.
Personally, I'm very curious to what extent we will develop in AI-powered word processor like GPT-3, allowing us to generate essays, articles, and stories with AI help.
Mhm.
I do not believe they can replace people, but help us create easier and faster. So let's monitor that this movement.
Mhm.
The third area is content personalization to provide the right content and format to a user, and all legal regulation and changes in this technology is worth to be aware. So let's think about this.
Mhm.
And the last one, as I mentioned before, we need to think about monetization. So subscription models, all about the paid content, all ideas to stabilize and autonomize your revenue.
Mhm.
That's probably very important for publishers.
Yeah, the AI sounds quite interesting to follow, because just is in every sector now. AI is just growing and developing.
Yeah, I even was thinking that maybe I can provide some example right now, because yes, they are some tools, but still, please remember that this topic always builds some scareness for publishers, because it's tricky. A kind of algorithm can replace me. That's not true. I really think that it's help for us. And the second area about automation is even better, is even more powerful right now, because it's easier. We do a lot of things, manual things that we can automate, and then focus only on the most
Of course.
important things.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. At the end of the day, the human touch is the most important one. So even if IA will be helping with writing the articles, the human touch is the one which will sell the story. Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you, Inga, for today and for the informations you shared with us. Thanks for today.
Thank you.
Thank
And have
you.
a nice day.
Bye
Bye.
bye.